The set feels different, like it's been soiled somehow. Who was here last? Oh. Yeah, it's James. It's a reference. You pooped your pants. We all saw it. AMD shares rose last week due to news of Intel facing a supply shortage, possibly affecting its chip production, with AMD saying they could triple their market share. But today, AMD shares fell again after a statement from Intel's interim CEO, Bob Swan. Bob Swan. Sounds like an aluminum siding salesman or something.
One word.
Hey, Bob Swan. Need some aluminum siding? We can get rid of that. Old Bob assured investors that Intel has enough supply to meet its goals, and the chipmaker is investing $1 billion into its manufacturing sites to increase production of its 14nm chips, with more attention paid to high performance rather than entry-level parts. 10nm chips from the company are apparently coming, although volume production won't begin until 2019. Intel has repeatedly denied claims that they're in trouble with their chip production. Is everyone else getting it wrong, or is Intel just the corporate equivalent of the Olympic weightlifter that's known for how many pounds he can lift, and his friends are like,
Sven, are you okay? Looks like you're in pain.
And Sven is like,
I'm fine, leave me alone.
And tries to double the weight on the bar and lifts and throws his back out, and then he has to resort to being the grizzled old potty-mouthed coach for the next generation of Olympic weightlifters. Maybe it's like that. Facebook has had a wild couple of days. First, it came out that the company was using phone numbers that users had supplied for the purpose of two-factor authentication to target those users with ads, which Facebook did confirm.
Boo!
Yeah. Then a white hat Taiwanese hacker publicly announced he would live stream an attempt to take down Mark Zuckerberg's Facebook profile this Sunday. But after the story gained steam online, the hacker backed down, saying he'll simply report the exploit he discovered to Facebook. Much lamer. But then it was announced that Facebook got hacked anyway, with almost 50 million users being exposed by a vulnerability in the View As feature, which lets you switch between accounts on the site, which has since been fixed, though. So Facebook says they have yet to determine whether these accounts were misused or any information accessed, but they're saying you don't have to reset your password. It's all a little bit confusing. I would probably just reset your password anyway, so don't take chances. And a number of teasers have leaked for Huawei's upcoming Mate 20 Pro smartphone with a few features that are actually kind of interesting. The device will apparently have an in-screen fingerprint reader, Huawei's own 7nm Kirin 980 processor, high vision, which looks like Huawei's version of Google Lens, 3D face unlocking that's a whole half a second faster than the iPhone X's, heck yeah, Bone Voice ID, which is,
oh yeah,
not something vaguely sexual, but rather a feature that lets you unlock your phone with your voice, because there's bones in your ear that help with anyways.
Unlock now.
And support for a new nano SD card, like smaller than micro SD. Is that necessary though? Is micro not small enough? Nano SDs aren't a thing, right, Brandon?
I'm most excited for high vision. I heard that's coming to Canada October 17th.
Hey, because it's a different, you're talking about a different, like high,
That's a play on words.
like if you're doing,
GH high.
we're getting pot. We can't use that, can we? Can we say pot? We can say pot. It's time for Quirkberts, brought to you by Brilliant, the new way to master key concepts in math, science, computer science, and professional topics. Learning from lectures and videos isn't as effective as diving in and doing things yourself. Getting your hands real dirty and nasty with numbers and ideas. So Brilliant helps you master concepts by solving fun, challenging problems yourself, not by watching someone else do it. Over 5.5 million members are already sharing their curiosity and love for math and science. Plus, the first 200 Techlinked viewers to sign up get 20% off. So head to brilliant.org/techlinked and sign up today. On to the Quirkberts. The Oppo Find X10 launched earlier this year with 8 gigs of RAM on board, but if a new leak is to be believed, Oppo will release a new variant of the Find X with 10 gigs of RAM, making it the first smartphone to boast that particular spec. What kind of actual change will that mean for the phone?
Increased sales.
Hey, that's probably right. Speaking of phone leaks, an image of the Razer Phone 2 was posted by popular leaker Evan Blass, and it looks identical to the first Razer phone, except for a repositioned camera. That'll make sure your photos are properly positioned. Gamers care about that, right?
They didn't even give it more blades? The Razer Phone Quattro.
The blade is a laptop.
Razer, get it? Shaving.
Also in Razer news, the company has unveiled its new Nari series of gaming headsets, and the top-end model, the Nari Ultimate, has haptic feedback, meaning it'll be able to vibrate to let you know if gunshots are happening at a safe distance, is there ever a safe distance for gunshots? Or whether they're right up close. It's like controller rumble on your head.
Also known as bass.
Microsoft has added instant translation to SwiftKey, so you can essentially text people in another language automatically. The app used the example of someone asking their friend if they're coming to the party tonight in Spanish. It didn't say what they do once they got to the party. I'm sure they can figure that out later. And a fan-made simulator recreating the interior of the USS Enterprise has been shut down by a cease and desist letter from CBS, which owns the rights to Star Trek TV shows. But if you're upset about that, you can still get Lenovo's Titanium Enterprise PC, which fits a full system into a somewhat faithful recreation of the Starship. Those are completely separate things. I don't know why one would replace the other, but.
At least it's licensed.
Hey! This is probably can we say Enterprise? Can we talk about Star Trek? And just like that fan project, this Techlinked episode has to be shut down. Not because we copied anyone though. This show is 100% original from Concentrate. Come back for more tech news on Monday, I guess.